Let's see what we doing here. Let's see what we doing here. Hold on. Let me make sure everything is make sure everything good over here. Make sure everything good over here, man. Make sure everything good over here, man. Let's pull this up to see what we doing right here. Let's pull this up to see what we doing right here. There we go. There we go. What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I got Bones Pagante in the building. Yeah,
Kobe when it comes to the cologne collection.
yeah, I got Bones Pagante in the building. Yeah,
You
yes I
already
do.
know.
Yes I do. And this about to be real good.
I see you got that new edition over there.
What's that?
That
Me? Oh,
that
we
that
gonna
bomb.
talk. Oh, we gonna talk about that in a minute, Playboy. We gonna talk about that in a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah. I
Everybody
knew you
ain't
was
go.
gonna enjoy that
Mamba
one.
sauce is still a wild name, but I'm ordering one. That's my son TJ. Right, Mamba sauce a little freaky. You know, Bones a little
Nah,
freaky nigga. I don't know what
it's
he doing.
it's it's a backstory to that.
There's a
You know,
backstory to the Mamba sauce. All right, so then
of
we
course,
gotta talk about that. What up?
of
What up? What up,
course.
y'all? Yo, check it. So this is what we doing, man. I know it's late. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of no notice, but this is gonna be going up on the YouTube. We starting this series called Smell Goods. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I had, of course I got to do with Bones. Bones is who I learned from with the cologne and all this. We got a couple of stories. It's a crazy story we got about these colognes. You can see them in the back of me right here. Crazy story. You know what I'm saying? We got about, with these colognes. Smell good Sundays, baby. You already know. But we
Hmm.
got some crazy stories. So it's a crazy story. I told y'all this story before about a $400 bottle he bought that I wowed on him for before I even really, before I was really in the cologne like that. It was a $400 bottle he bought
And then the first bottle you went to go get was about 400.
right, right. So
So
yeah.
so so let talk about that new edition you got over there.
Nah, we gonna have to spin in that Tom Ford. Yeah, hold on. You see the ones I got in the back, but we gonna have to spin into that. Oh yeah, well that we could start it with that, right?
Start off with that. That's the perfect one
That's the
because
perfect one. All right, so
because I hadn't seen you in a minute. You pulled up in that toy. You acting like Beyonce and Jay with the baby reveal. You don't want to tell nobody you got that new toy, but for motivational purposes only. I
nah,
think you
I
should let
mean,
them know what you're working.
nah. I ain't doing that. I think when
All
you
right, so
when
you
you get a little
pulled
bit.
you pulled up. We swung the bin.
Yo, listen,
I,
no,
I
no, no. Before that, let's not do that. I just want them to see. This is the bottle I wowed on him for. This is a $400 bottle of cologne. He said he's going to get this. Well, he showed me it. I said you
nah
paid.
nah nah. I was going to get the Parfum de Marley, the Leighton, not that one.
It wasn't this one.
Nah, it wasn't that one. But I
Okay,
mean, it's the
okay.
same price.
It's the
That shit is the
same
same
price.
price.
Same price. All right, but this is a $400 bottle of cologne. He was going to get what you was going to get?
The Parfum de Marley Leighton.
Okay, so that's $400. This is what I wowed on him for, right? Now to do a quick fast forward, you see me holding up this right now because this is something I own. A four hundred
A
dollar
four hundred
bottle,
dollar bottle.
a $400 bottle of cologne.
A four hundred
This
dollar bottle.
this shit smells like me and Clip's mother having sex. This shit is crazy. I'm
It,
telling you.
be-
Oh,
it
my
better smell
battery
better
about
than
to
that,
die.
nigga.
Do me a favor, give me my battery out the book bag. I mean to plug this up. It's about to be over. This battery about to die. That's crazy.
On your phone?
Now on the computer, this whole shit about to cut off. Check
Oh
it.
God.
Check it. Hold on. Hold on before we get it going. Let me get this. But to swing back around, this shit got a little piece of toilet. We finished the toilet roll. See you see for your shit to have this on it, you gotta be connected. You gotta be connected. You
Now
finish a little. This a midget toilet roll. A midget took a
we got
shit.
we got that fresh off the brick. We had to call the plug for that. You can't even get that in the store like that.
Word. Let me see, son. How could I plug this up? I got an extension cord in a joint. Not it's in a drawer out there. Not a drawer out there in the kitchen. There's a drawer out there. Let me see what we doing here. But go ahead, Bones. Tell her, start
All
where you
right,
want
so
to start
no,
from.
because remember, I didn't even want to. You made me buy a bottle that day.
Oh yeah, are you talking
I
about
didn't even
recent?
want.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to go see that dude, but you had been talking about putting that one right there in your collection for a long time. So you went and grabbed that. That's the bar number 9 New York Nights.
Bar number
Very
9, New
special.
York Nights.
Very special. That's a gourmand, creamy scent. That fits your scent profile perfectly. That's how
Yeah,
I
they
knew you
put
was
that in.
gonna like it.
Right.
I went and got the Killian uh Royal Leather.
I might have to
Killian
grab
is a
that
house.
too.
That's right up your alley too, because it got that soft leather, like the slick talk leather thing that you got going on over there.
Right.
So yeah, another niche fragrance. For those of y'all that don't know, niche fragrances are colognes that's all the company makes. You got designer fragrances like a Versace, a Dior. Speaking of Dior, that sweater you had on was crazy. But like I said, Dior makes clothes. Somebody said Burberry, but a niche
Burberry.
house only makes cologne. That's all they make. So bar number 9, they make centerpiece. I see somebody talking about that, which is centerpiece is basically bar number 9's version of
Mm-hmm.
creative vintage.
Mm-hmm.
They tweak the notes a little bit, but the pineapple is in there. That's the joint that got a little bow tie on it. Nice bottle. But bar number 9 is a New York company, so they make like a Brooklyn bottle, a Wall Street bottle, a Harlem bottle, and that one right there that you got is New York Nights. I got the Killian Angel shit. That thing's special. I wore that yesterday when I went to PA.
Oh, you wore that?
Greenwich Village. Yeah, I had to throw that on. I
All
had to
right,
throw
so
that
do
on.
this. Break down what all the bottles are. Like you got the what lasts longer, what doesn't, what don't last. Break down all that because we here every week doing this.
All right, so first of all, we got to start with that new edition that you got back there.
Right.
That fucking fabulous.
Okay,
Now,
I got another. All right, so let's start. Let's start with that.
you made a mention of that in your battle.
Right.
That's what you had on, right?
This what I had on. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you was rapping like that.
That's what I had on. When I
That's
said
why you
get you
was
your
talking
outfit
like
don't
that.
cost more than this cologne I got on.
And how much this this
This
this
about
this
four
costs a
hundred
couple
dollars.
dollars.
It's about
This
four hundred
costs a
dollars.
couple dollars.
It's $400.
I don't know why these cats be so scared to spend a couple dollars on some cologne. Cause like I always say, she gonna pay more attention to that cologne than she do that Gucci belt. Now this time for
Right.
fucking fabulous. It opens up with the sage and the lavender. So the opening notes, you're gonna smell like that for like a good 15 minutes. The middle of it is bitter almond, leather, and vanilla.
It's
Check
crazy
this out.
because I can smell the leather in here crazy too right now.
I smell the almond more than anything when I got it on. And I
That
and I
shit,
like it.
that shit fire.
So but check this out though. Now the base of it, which is what's gonna last the longest. When you're wearing fragrances like this, you wake up the next day and smell it on you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Base of it got leather, tonka bean, and cashmere. So it doesn't even just have notes that smell, it has a note of a texture. See, because a fragrance could be like, it's not just a smell. They could smell like a texture, they could
Right.
smell like a shape, they could smell like a place,
Right.
they could smell like a moment in time.
Right.
This is why I get so excited talking about it, because it's so much when it comes to these things, man. But yeah, you had that on when you smoked that Geechee pack.
Mm-hmm.
They said that he his rebuttal. What he say? I don't remember. What did he say? He had a
He's,
rebuttal for that, right?
he said something about his sneakers costing 1,200 or something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Geechee be having on some sneakers that cost a little bit of bread. They just be ugly as shit.
Yeah, but
That nigga picked the ugliest pair of sneakers. Geechee, why you going there picking the ugliest pair of sneakers, b?
he should have threw on that fucking fabulous.
That fucking fabulous is special. Listen, I bought the fucking Fabulous. It's called fucking Fabulous though. So if y'all don't know,
Literally.
so I bought the fucking Fabulous to going to the battle. Like I was flying out, right? I was flying out. And you know how in the joints they be having certain airports be selling cologne, right? Certain airports be selling cologne, so I always go in there. So I said, yeah, Tom Ford. So I said, let me go in there. I didn't even know they was gonna have this type of shit in there, Bones. So I walk in the
The
joint.
niche.
Yeah, I ain't think it's gonna have no niche in there. So I walk in there, right? I walk in there, I'm looking, so I see that, I'm like, oh, they got this, okay. Oh, they got this, all right, they got some shit in here. Over in the corner of the wall, I see Tom Ford. I said, nah, they don't. So you know, I know how the boxes look.
Let me ask you that was the only Tom Ford they had?
No, they had everything. So now look, in my bag, I got this already.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
I got the
We gotta
Tom
talk.
Ford. I got the
We
Tom
gotta talk
Ford.
about that.
Yeah, I got the Tom Ford Tobacco Beneath in there. You know what I'm saying? Already. So I go, you know I wanted the fucking Fabulous for mad long. I'm like, damn. Fucking Fabulous, $400. That shit like $380, $390. So I'm like, damn,
Right.
all right, you know what? Fuck, all right. So I'm there for dumb long, but I got mad time. I got there early. My flight, now mind you, this is 8 in the morning, nigga.
Yeah.
8 in the morning. So I'm like, fuck, should I buy this 400 before I get on the flight? I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Give me that. Give me it. Give me
Bro,
it.
that's how I felt. That's how I felt when you came and got me the other day, and I bought this Killian. Like, yo, do I do it or not? But once you pull the trigger and you spray it on, that it take you up a level. So you
It's
gotta.
different.
That's money well spent.
It's different. So that's when I grabbed that. I'm like, I wanted this for the longest, man. Fuck that, B. Grabbed that, jumped on a plane. That was $400 gone already. Already gone. Boom. I didn't even get to LA yet. 400 gone already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why my shit doing that, man? Alright. Yeah, I ain't even get there yet. You know what I'm saying? And the shit, Chanel Blue is good too. That's amateur work.
No, you know what though? Because Chanel Blue they got 3 different concentrations. I think you should always have at least one of them in your collection.
Okay.
If it's not the EDP, the EDT, or the Parfum. Because once you get that Parfum, that bottle costs a couple dollars. You don't really smell a lot of people with that on. But I think you should always have that. I mean, for me, like you wear colognes every day now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, like the Chanel Blue, I would wear that like on a calm day. Like if I'm not really going nowhere, or I ain't really trying to knock no shorty socks off, I would throw the Chanel Blue on. You kind of got to keep that in the collection.
The Chanel Blue?
Yeah, you got to keep that in the collection. I mean, it is light work. I, I think you should go for the Parfum because everybody has the EDT, but that joint,
Yeah, but alright.
it's a classic.
But break down what the Parfum, the EDT, and the I forgot the other one is.
So you got the EDT, which is the toilet.
Uh huh.
That's the lowest. That's a low concentration. It's 2 concentrations. It's a few concentrations that's lower than that, but nobody's going to buy those. Those are the cheapies. Nobody's
Right,
buying
right,
that.
right, right.
The EDT, the EDP, which is a step up from the EDT, the concentration is a little higher. Now all the Tom Fords that we have, they EDPs.
Okay.
That bond number 9, that's a Parfum.
Okay.
So that's like the highest concentration that you could get. People think that the term cologne and perfume are gender specific, and that's not the case. Cologne is actually the lowest concentration of a fragrance that you could get. No, I think it's one beneath that. I think it's called an eau frotche or something like that. But then it goes to EDT, the EDP, and then the parfum. And the parfum is, like I said, that's what the parfum is like when you leave a shorty house
Yeah.
and smelling you on the pillow for the next 5, 6 days. Like she gotta wash her sheets
Okay. Okay.
because her
Okay.
husband about to come home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, we're gonna talk about all these. He said the Tom Ford Noir is fire.
Oh, that the
The
Tom Ford.
We definitely got to talk.
Hold on,
We
man.
definitely got to talk
What are we
about that.
talking
We
about
tell them.
here, man?
We keep that right here.
Well,
We
you
got
gotta
all that,
keep
man.
that. We got everything over here, man. You gotta keep that,
But
man.
you know what's so funny is this is the one that got you turned on to the fragrances.
All right, so let's start. All right, so look, let's do this. Let's start from that story, right there. Start
All
from
right,
that
so from
story
that
right there.
we were still in the yo, why you spending so much money on cologne type of era.
Mm-hmm.
And where was I think we went to Mama Sushi that night. Yeah, because
Mama Sushi.
you was dropping little goodie off.
Mm-hmm.
You came to school me and you said, yo, bro, what is that you got on? Because I was in the back. Because you was
Right.
dropping little goodie off. You said, bro, what is that you got on? I said, yo, this, and I hadn't even bought it yet. I was wearing a sample.
You was wearing a sample.
So
You was wearing a
when you
sample. I
said
remember
that,
that.
I said, oh, all right, I gotta go
This
get
is
this.
this is it. Yeah.
I said, I gotta go get it. I said, all right, this is the Tom Ford Noir. So you said, yo, I need to go get that. You said that shit don't cost no crazy amount like that shit you usually be spending. I said, nah. It costs a couple dollars, but she gonna pay more attention to that cologne and that Gucci belt. So go ahead, step your collection up.
Right.
Now you went to the store and bought 5 bottles.
I went on a hunt for that one when you said that, right? So what happened was I walked in to get this. Now let me tell y'all something. When Bones got in the car and I smell this shit smell like grown baby powder. This shit fire. You gonna make me wear this shit soon. This shit fire.
I threw it on today.
Okay.
I threw it on today.
So when I walked in, then my shit pausing and stopping and shit. Like, what the hell going on? That's crazy. So when I walked in, right, I ain't recording in this room no more. So when I walked in,
You in the West Wing. You in the West Wing.
I'm in, yeah, exactly. So when I walked in, I smelled that. He sprayed it on the paper. Boom, boom, sprayed it on the paper. So I'm smelling, I'm like, damn, this don't smell the same as Bones had it on because now it's on the paper. But I ain't let it settle down and all that.
Right.
So I said, so they said, you want to smell this Tom Ford Extreme? So I'm like, yeah, Noir Extreme. So I'm like,
Right.
yeah. Let me smell it. I smelled that. I'm like, oh, this is fire. So now I'm going back and forth like, damn, no, but I want this one, but it don't smell like it smells. Is this the right one? This Dreamer is this Tom Ford Noir Extreme is So I wound up getting a Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I left the Tom Ford Noir there, right? But then it wasn't sitting well with me because I'm like, this is fire, but I wanted that one. And I said, yo, you sure I hit Bone? You sure it was on a black bottle? I think I even FaceTime, like, is this it? And you like, yeah.
Right.
I went back the next day and copped the Tom Ford Noir. So now I got 2. From there, it was a snowball. It was over. It was
now,
over.
then now you understand why I be that way. Now I ain't wore that in so long. I said, you know what? Since we backing it out and we talking about it, I'm gonna put it on and yeah, this is one of those. Like you said, it's like an adult baby powder. You know, it's grown man shit, man. It's grown man balls, grown man sense.
Fire.
A lot of y'all saying Burberry Touch.
Burberry Touch is a classic.
Classic.
Burberry Touch is definitely a classic.
You gotta wear that. You gotta wear that in the warm weather though. But
yeah,
that's definitely something that I keep in the collection.
Mm-hmm. Burberry Touch is a the Versace Eros classic. You gotta keep that in the collection. You know what's crazy? What you feel about the red bottle? I just bought the red bottle. Now
I think
now I'm gonna explain something to you. I bought the red bottle because they got me because they had this Versace little duffel and I wanted the duffel. And if you buy the cologne, you get the duffel with it. I would have just bought the little duffel, but I wanted the duffel. Right. But if you buy the cologne, so the cologne, you know, they because you know for that you get that for dirt cheap. They rate for that. They charge $100 for that. You know what I'm saying? But I got the Versace duffel.
I bought Versace Dylan Blue for that exact same reason because it came with a bag. I mean, a Versace bag, like you can't.
That's my point, and it's a real duffel. It's fire. It's about this big. Right. It's fire. So
now for me, that Eros Flame didn't really sit too well on me.
Me neither.
It didn't dry down too well.
But listen though, me neither. But when they sprayed it on the paper, it smelled fire to me. And I say, because basically I had to buy any Versace to get the bag. So I was going to have them go through all the Versaces. I ain't have time to call you. I ain't had no time for none of that at that time.
Right.
So I said, just go through all of them. So they sprayed one. I didn't like it. Then they sprayed that one. So I'm like, I kind of like that one. Give me that one. But when I wore
You
it,
got, but you got the blue bottle.
I
You
got the
got
blue
the blue
bottle. The
bottle.
blue bottle's the best bottle. That's
That's
fucking
the
incredible.
now listen. That's the EDT. They just came out with a parfum concentration of that. I haven't smelled it yet though.
Okay.
So they got a parfum. I don't know if it's an EDP or if it is the parfum, but it's a higher concentration than the, because I got the arrows too,
Hold
the
on.
regular
Somebody
one.
says, so the 1 million ain't a childish smell? Hell no. 1 million is fire.
1 million though, I'm gonna tell you though, 1 million is
Everybody, I have it.
like everybody has it. It's one of the number one sellers. So now 1 million has two flankers though, the Privé and the Lucky, and I got both of them. I like the Privé a little better. We probably back those out in a few weeks and
Silver
talk about
bottle
them.
though. So silver. Somebody said silver
The
bottle though.
silver bottle, yeah, the silver bottle is the Lucky,
What about the Jimmy
and
Choo? I didn't buy one of those yet. Which one of the Jimmy Choo's is fire?
the Jimmy Choo. She said the Privé is better. The Privé is better to me, but all fragrances are selective. Jimmy Choo, man, that's a classic. Some certain classics are classics, but like a Fahrenheit. A lot of people jack Fahrenheit, but that was never really one of the joints that I like.
Okay. What's a good Jimmy Choo though?
They say the Jimmy Choo man.
What's that Poco Rabone? What's that?
That's who makes 1 million.
Okay.
That's just the house. Polo Red, we know about that. We know all about that.
Polo, yeah, I got Polo Red stay in my car. Polo Red
Facts.
is it. Polo Red's in my car. Polo Red is in my
We
car.
down with that.
Polo
I think
Red's.
that's one of the better. That's one of the better polo fragrances because they got a lot.
I
They
just
got a
grabbed
lot
that
of
Polo
flavors.
Black. It didn't sit well with me when I wore it.
And I got. Look. They said your joint, Versace Dreamer.
Oh, Versace Dreamer is definitely a classic. I got that in there too. I caught that in you could catch those in Marshalls for twenty
Yeah,
five
for the low.
dollars. You gotta
Yeah.
pay attention. You can catch those in Marshalls for $25. Creed
Same with the
Green,
same same with
Irish
same with
Tweed.
the Burberry, the
I
Green
caught that
Irish
too.
Tweed
How was
that's the
that?
Creed.
Yeah, how was that? They
Green
talk
Irish
about that. Yeah.
Green Irish Tweed that's a classic. That's a classic. So
I gotta
so
smell it.
this
You know I'm be liking.
the same person that made Cool Water Cologne, which is a classic from when we was a shorty. They made Green Irish Tweed. So it's just they say Green Irish Tweed is just basically a niche version of Cool Water.
Somebody saying bar number nine. We just showed the bar number nines. I got a bar number nine right here. But I want
We
you to
got a
talk.
bunch.
I want you to talk
We got a
about
bunch
this
of
though.
those.
I want you to talk about this
That
Tom Ford. See, this is special to me.
that's tobacco
This
vanille.
this tobacco vanilla is my top two favorite fragrance right here. This is my top two. This might
Shit,
be
you
number one. This right here
you
is
got
special to me, man.
you got me wishing I put this on today. Then see, I keep all my
Yeah.
joints in a
See,
box
I
because you
I
supposed to.
I don't keep the box.
I keep all my shits in the box. How you not gonna keep this? This like a trophy
That
case.
yeah, that box is fire. I ain't gonna
Yeah, you
lie to you.
gotta keep
Yo, you
that.
know what's crazy though? I don't know if this came. Yeah, this did come in the box. I told him to throw it away.
Oh nah, you bugging. Look at that. That's a trophy case.
You right. I should have kept it. I should
You
have
gotta
kept it.
keep that.
I should
I
have
mean,
kept it.
like if it's like a designer scent, I'm not gonna keep the box. But a lot of the things with the niche is the
Yeah, yeah.
presentation of
That
it.
listen. That Tom Ford tobacco. I'm telling you, vanilla. How did they say vanilla? It's vanilla
It,
though.
it nah, it's vanilla because it's got tobacco leaf, vanilla,
That's
tonka
it.
tonka bean, tobacco blossom, dried fruits,
I don't
and,
like
and
that.
woody notes.
Somebody says some. What about the Dior Savage? I don't like that. That's
That's
that.
but
That's
that now
that.
that's
That's
another
regular to
one.
me.
That's regular, but see, that's one that you're gonna have to worry about when you go somewhere and you're gonna smell like somebody else. But
That I don't want to
that,
smell like nobody else.
that's another one that's got three different concentrations though. It's got
But
the EDT, it's
yeah,
got the EDP, and the parfum.
and all of them smell different, or one is just.
Oh yeah, yeah. They all smell different.
See, all right. So I'm gonna break something down for y'all right now. Me and Bones got kind of two different. You know what I'm saying? Noses. when it comes to
We got different scent profiles.
we got different scent profiles. I like if you see the shit I got. It's all kind of around the same shit. I don't like nothing too perfumey or too cologne-y. Something that smell like I got a tie on and some pointy shoes with a suit, and then when I go get dressed after work, I got some diesel pants on with the tight shit with the little belt. It ain't me. No, but I like different scents. Oh, somebody said Spice Bomb is that's my top three. The bronze,
that was one of them joints you got that day.
the bronze Spice Bomb bottle is probably my favorite. It's out of that tobacco vanilla and that.
That's the Spice Bomb Extreme.
That Spice Bomb Extreme. We gonna talk about all that down the line. I'm just seeing what y'all saying, we have all that. We bringing all that out. You know what I'm saying? But this right here though, I just bought this. I didn't wear this yet. This bar number 9, New York Nights.
That's gonna be your new favorite. I'm telling you.
The way this
smell. That's gonna be your new favorite.
The way this smell. This smell like I don't want to wear it. Like I gotta have somewhere special to wear this. I might, and you know what? Nice. I can't forget. Oh yes, I could take this bottle on the plane. It's 3.3 ounces. I could take this on a plane, right?
I don't know. I don't play
it
with
is
because they'll throw
they won't. They ain't throwing this out, nigga. They're sending the dogs after me. They're sending the dog wild the fuck out, nigga. I'll blow that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's like you said. That's a special occasion. You can't wear that every
this
day,
right here. Didn't you wear? What did you? No, you had on that tobacco vanilla. I think you had tobacco vanilla on when you did that show that I came to downtown.
Oh, the Carnegie Hall joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to, cause you need, see that's the type of joint you need when you're doing something like that.
Right.
Same way you had on the fucking Fabulous when you had your battle.
Right.
You need that shit. That's going. People don't really understand. Like when you look good, you smell good, you feel good. It makes you perform at a certain
level. Whole and that's how I go.
Level.
Like I broke. Like man, listen, not now. I learned from Bones about the cologne, but right now I don't really think Bones could fuck with me. Like the way my shit is just up. Now he know more about the shit. No, he know more. Listen, I'm not saying that. He know more about the shit than me, of course. So I still hit him, FaceTime him when I'm buying something, ask him shit. But I know what's fire. I know what's fire.
You getting there? You
no.
Slick Talk. Slick Talk smell God.
Slick Talk smell God.
To the cologne collection, though.
But I could walk in. Listen, I could walk in. I know what's. It's something you said that we gonna talk about in another show too. That you don't got. You said you didn't like the way it sit with you, and I like the way it sit with me. You just can't. You can't spray a lot of it though. It has to be one.
What? What's that?
A Hermes.
That bitter orange.
It got a rich smell. The Hermes.
You know what I do like about that?
Yeah, listen, for y'all, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. For people that want to order my cologne, it's still available. I'm actually about to go bag up right now like it's crack. I'm trying. Yeah. I tried to stop selling this. This is my last one, but so much people keep wanting it. I'm like, nah, if these people want it, I gotta give it to them. I want them to understand what I really cooked up here. I had to make Bones a believer. Tell that story, right. Bones. Tell that story. Tell that story, because Bones was shitting on me.
Right.
I'm gonna let Bones tell that story.
I wasn't shitting. No, but I taught you everything you know when it comes to the colognes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Goodz calls me and tells me, "Yo, we're gonna make our own colognes. I got the spot."
Hold on, my fault. DM me on IG. DM me or email me, and you'll get a text back on what to do, and then you just take it from there.
So he's like, yo, I found a spot, and he tells me where it's at, and it's where my daughter lives. And I say, yo, it is nowhere out there where you can make your own cologne. I think you full of shit, you know. So you pulled up on me that day.
Had the cologne, the sample on me. You didn't even get to smell it because I was doing that documentary.
Right.
So we forgot about it.
With Tiff, right. So we forgot about that. We went out, got something to eat. Now you telling me, yo, we gonna make this cologne. Yo, we gonna do this cologne.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, I'm good. I don't feel like sitting in nobody's crib bagging up no fucking Muslim oils, man. I'm good on that. I don't want to do it.
You know what I mean? A nigga try to shit on me.
He telling me every step of the way what he doing. He said, yo, I got the bottles. I felt, yo, come to PA so we could do this. And I'm like, bro, I'm good. I'm not doing that. Now I ain't gonna front now because I gotta keep it all the way a buck. He drops the cologne. For those of y'all that don't know, I do a fragrance Friday on my Instagram. I talk about fragrances every Friday. I got my own fragrance
Mm-hmm.
because of this situation. So he drops the cologne, and I ain't gonna front. I felt a way about that shit. Like, yo, this nigga gonna drop a cologne without me?
Nigga
But
was
see, this is
hating
what
on me.
happens. This what comes with maturity, though. You got to catch yourself
Right.
because I thought I
Mm-hmm.
was mad at him, and I realized I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I was actually proud of him because he told me what he was going to do, and he did it. And that's what a man does. A man, he commits to his word, and he did that. So it wasn't even about the money, you know what I mean? Because money comes and goes. But the fact that he did it, and I had cats asking me like, "Yo, how your man Goodz got his own cologne and he ain't put you down with it?" And I said he did. I shot myself in the foot. I said I ain't want to do it. So once he dropped his, and I seen, first of all, he gave me a bottle.
Oh yeah,
Like I
it
said,
took a minute. I gave him a bottle, and I'm waiting for him to hit me because I like. All right, check it. You know you in the streets and you know you sitting on some fire. I can't
right.
wait to get this crack in the street. I'm sitting there like I know I got some fire. So I said I can't wait because this nigga bullshitted. I can't wait for this nigga to smell this shit, B. So I give it to him. So now, cause I'm getting so much orders at one time. When I dropped it, I didn't even expect to get that many orders, and I had to cover it. So I'm knocking them out. I couldn't even get the bones to get on one. So I finally get on
And
one,
and,
maybe
and, and, and then that's because I had to catch myself. I'm like, yo, he ain't even give me a fucking bottle.
right. But
This nigga ain't even give me a bottle.
and thinking now, I'm doing all that bones. So by the time I get the bones, probably like a week later, I get it to him, right? I have my man go drop it off to him. My other man go drop it off to him. So I don't receive bones when I give it to him because I wanted him to smell it right there. But he sat with it, which was good. Now take it from there when you first smelled it.
Now, like I said, I thought you was in some basement with some Muslim oils putting together some nonsense. I was surprised at the quality of it because you know how we are when we leave the house, we gone for the day. It's no
Right.
coming back. We out the house 7, 8 hours, so I need a scent that's gonna last. And I was surprised at the quality of it. What I wasn't surprised was at this point I gotta keep it all the way, but I wasn't surprised at how good it smelled because I know where your scent profile is, and I know you're not gonna put yourself out there with nothing that's not at a high quality.
Mm-hmm.
But the longevity of it, I say, yo, this is just as good as something I would go out and buy in the stores. So I said, fuck that. I took off work. I took off work the next day. I said, nah, I'm going to make mine.
And I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, listen, how you don't got a cologne and you do something every Friday? I learned about the whole cologne shit from you, and you don't
Right,
got your own cologne. You stupid.
right.
You stupid. How
Fact.
don't you got your own cologne? So he finally went. This stupid. This nigga don't got no. The nigga made two different colognes, right? He made one. The first one is fire. I left him. I had to go. I'm like, boom, go ahead, do you? He make the first one. He makes a sample. So what you do if you're doing any kind of business, I'm gonna tell you what Bones. See, Bones is too eager. He can't control
I'm
himself.
I'm I'm a
All right?
point guard with the handle dribbling the clock out. I'm a nut.
Yeah, he's a
I'm a
nut.
nut.
Bug the fuck out. So
I'm a nut. Yeah.
I tell him, right? I tell him, right? I'm like, yo, take that home. Sit with the sample for like 3 days, because that's when everything's settling. Wear it for a day, see how you like it, then go make your gallon, right? The nigga walks out the cologne store. I said, don't spray it on you yet, because you just made it. Give it 3 days to settle. I'm
But
trying to.
why did you say don't? Why did you say don't spray it though?
I,
Because you knew I was gonna spray it.
no, no, no. I said don't spray it because you're gonna smell more alcohol than the cologne because it didn't sit for the days it's supposed to sit. Now I'm trying to school this dumb nigga. Like, you schooled me in the cologne. Now let me school
You
you
knew
how
I
to
was gonna
make.
spray that
Now,
shit.
now, now, now let me school you how to make this cologne. All right? Let me school you how to do that. So I'm telling. The nigga, I knew the nigga. I left the nigga said, yo, I sprayed. He called me. I sprayed. I'm back in it. Why are you back in there? So the nigga sprayed it. The first shit fire. It ain't that Mamba sauce. It ain't what
It
the
ain't the
fuck are you
Mamba
talking
sauce.
about, Bones?
Exactly.
What
It's
are
not the
you
Mamba.
talking about? So then he
All right.
goes back when I'm not there. Look. So now, instead of making a whole half a gallon, get the sample, leave with it, rock it. He just made the half a gallon without even the new sample, the new one he made, the one he's selling y'all. He made it. He like, this is fire, and bought the fucking gallon right there. Like,
I had to. Look, but look though. No, first of all, you remember I had my daughter there with me, so she was helping me make it.
right.
So basically, because we went to get something to eat, and she said, why did he tell you not to spray it? I said, he
Yeah.
told me not to spray it because he knows I'm going to spray. I said, and that's what I'm about to do right now. So I backed it out. I sprayed it. And she said, because I had the name already, the Mamba sauce. We'll get into that later of why it is called that. But she said, okay, it smells good, but it doesn't smell like what a Mamba sauce is supposed to smell like.
Mamba
So
sauce
I
sound
said,
like snake nut.
Mamba sauce, Mamba
Mamba sauce
sauce,
smell like snake. That shit sound like you want to create snake nut. This
it
nigga's
smell
crazy.
like it comes from because I lived in Maryland and what
This
we used
nigga
to eat.
pictured two snakes fucking and said, I'm gonna make a
Get the
scent that
fuck
smell
out!
like
See,
them nothing. This nigga's crazy.
you
Your man
tampering
is
with
a
my
fucking
brand.
weirdo, man.
You tampering
He's
with
a
my
fucking
brand, bro.
weirdo.
You're tampering with my brand. My shit
The
smells
shit smell
like
good.
a
I got it.
gourmand fragrance.
I got yo. You
All
know what's
right.
crazy? You know what's crazy? It do
He said that
smell
shit is
like.
from DC. Here we go.
Oh nigga,
It comes
no,
from the
that's
DMV.
crazy. That's
They know what it is.
that
It's at the
shit.
chicken spot. So now that they know it's a Kobe tribute, it's the Mamba, and I put it's the wordplay because you know we
Wait,
talk
hold
slick with
on,
the
bro.
words.
Wait a minute. Hold on, cause I is it in Maryland?
In the DMV, we eat something called mumbo sauce.
I
So
think I had that before. I got you good.
this is Maryland, DC. All right.
Okay.
He said DC originated. They say the same thing about New Balance. I don't know how true that is.
Right.
But listen, so I call myself Kobe when it comes to the cologne collection. So that's where the Mamba comes from. Then I switched. I called it Mamba sauce because that's what I grew up eating when I lived in Maryland. Mumbo sauce.
Okay.
It slowly came to Baltimore. Baltimore started New Balance, no debate. Remember, we was in the studio having
We
that
were
debate.
saying that,
Remember?
yeah. I
So
don't know how
basically,
true that is.
so what? Cause remember, when I first went to the spot, I was just grabbing different shit. Like, yo, I had the name already. I had the Mamba sauce,
But you were
but
just grabbing.
I was grabbing anything. So that's when my daughter told me that doesn't really smell like what a Mamba sauce would smell like. So what I did was I went in there and I looked up the ingredients of Mumbo
What you
sauce.
hold on? Which I told him before he walked. I said before you grab, have an idea of where you want to go with this. His dumbass didn't do it. His dumbass walked in there like a little ass kid, seeing mad
Listen,
candy and just start grabbing shit. This nigga's retarded.
I was excited. I
You're
got
too
excited
excited.
a
This
minute.
nigga's retarded. No reason.
I
Nigga
was
did
excited.
nothing. Nigga did not. He just walked in there. He's fucking retarded like a little stupid ass
I was
dog.
excited, man. I was excited.
So then when he went back, look, no, but y'all don't understand. This isn't the same day. He went back literally like 20
What? But
minutes later though.
No, listen. She told me when I was putting it together, the first one, she said, "Yo, I think you should see how it settles." When she smelled this, when I put together the real Mamba sauce, she said, "Yo," she was like, "Nah, this is a go." So then she was the one like, "Yo, you might as well just get the half a brick right now."
Get to
I
have a
said, "All
brick
right."
right now.
I said, "You got a half a brick in that bag right now?"
Yeah.
She
Right
said,
now?
"Yeah." I said,
Took to have a
"Woo,
brick.
give me that.
Take to have a brick.
Give me that."
Take to have a brick.
So yeah, so it actually is what I got is a gourmand fragrance because it's got that saucy smell to it. It's the Mamba sauce, and I'm gonna come out with the first one that I made. I'm still gonna come out with that, but for now, we jacking that Mamba sauce.
Mamba
I
sauce,
ain't even
make
back. I
back
ain't
it
even back
out.
the work up. I got the work right here.
I
I ain't
ain't
even
back.
back
You
it
know
up.
what? I got some I gotta bag up. I wanted to, you know what? Hold on. Well, anyway, y'all saw my bottle though. You don't got a bottle you can show them how your shit look?
Bro, I bagged up, but I ain't put the stamp on it. I gotta put the
Okay.
stamp on it.
Okay. Cause
Cause
this
you know on the
cologne like
back,
dope. This cologne like dope.
yeah,
I'm telling
you
you.
gotta put the stamp on it.
This cologne like
So
dope. Word.
on the back, I got the QR code. You can scan it, pull that new record up, Kingpin, straight to iTunes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Cause they think I be playing with this music shit. I gotta show these niggas what I'm made of, man.
Nah, you definitely do. That's
I be
dope though.
playing.
That's dope though. I think that's dope to do that though. I think that's fire. I think that's fire. That you got the music in the back, but the mamba sauce, the shit do smell like some kind of food to me. That's the crazy shit.
It's a gourmand fragrance. We gotta work on that label, Bones. Nah, no, we don't.
Yo,
It,
y'all,
it's it,
what y'all
I,
gotta understand is when you starting from where you starting from, right? My fault, I fucked up and cut Bones out. Let me bring him back. I got Bones the fuck out of there. There you go, you back. My fault.
yeah, it got me out of there.
You good though. Yeah, so
They got me out of there. We back though.
people don't understand when you starting from right now where we starting from, yo. It's not like all this is we learning as we go at that.
Facts.
We learning as we go, so you know what I'm saying? I don't, I think the label is dope. Now, don't get me wrong, nigga want to start getting into designing a nigga own bottle and all that. Yo, what's your IG? Somebody asking your IG. What's your IG,
At
bro?
Bones Brigante. At Bones Brigante. Don't got my name up here. Bones Brigante. If you go look on Goodz page, he just tagged us. And that's like you said, we trust in the process. We learning as we go, like you said. I had a label. I had a label that I designed, and I was doing too much with it. And what I realized is that less is more. I had that shit looking like a mixtape label, you know,
On a cologne bottle.
on a cologne. Yeah, it looked like it was too much. So see, what the cologne is, the label doesn't really have to be all that because there's so much going on behind it. I get to tell y'all how I made it and so forth and so on. So you know, and then like you said, we learning as we go along. Pretty soon it ain't gonna be no labels. We gonna have that shit engraved in the bottle.
We're gonna have it engraved in the bottle. That's the next step. I got another drink coming out late January.
Yo, that right there.
Yeah, Bones got a sample of that before it came out.
Yo,
I fucked his head out when I pulled them on him. That was Friday. I pulled them on him. We went to the juice bar. I said, "Oh, while you here, check, cause I keep the sample in the car, cause that's my drink to put on." But it's fire. Dude, that shit lasts That shit lasts for like 24 hours, bro.
nah, that shit smelled dumb good, and I like that you keeping your base notes the same, but you switching it up
Right, cause it's a spinoff.
Goodz got a gourmand scent coming.
It's called chocolate leather.
Said I think I need to research this cologne shit now. All you got to do is tune in.
Tune in the bones. Tune in the
Tune
bones
into
every Friday.
to the Fragrance Friday.
And tune
And
into
then
the
we gonna
smell
talk
goods.
smell goods on Sundays right here. That's all you gotta do. You know?
Any questions, you bring them back. Go sample some colognes, bring it back here. We gonna tell you about it. He know way more about the colognes than I do, but it's dope because I'm learning as I go. But we gonna talk about
there.
Yeah.
You knocked them 2 cents out the park, nigga. I was impressed.
We not gonna we supposed to open up and tell how we gonna do this. So what we gonna do is Bones gonna be sending me scents of cologne, 3 different scents. All right, I'm gonna smell them, I'm gonna rock them for the week, and I'm gonna pick which one I feel is the best one. So it's gonna be 3 different scents I don't have. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm gonna see how that go. But these scents we just showed you, let's go over it again. I haven't wore this yet. I'm so thirsty to wear this right here. This bar number 9. I'm gonna say that for something special.
You gotta wait till a special occasion.
That shit smell like, oh my god, that shit smell like 2 angels fucking. It gotta be. That shit is that shit. Now, everything I'm pulling up is that shit. This is the one I bought before that.
That's what you had on.
Fucking fabulous. This is what I had on. Yeah.
Fabulous.
This is what I had on when I battled Geechee. Right here. This right here is that shit. This shit is that. Oh my god, man. I could tell a rich smell, like something that smells like it costs money. Like all these shits do. This is my top 2 favorite.
That's the niche fragrance.
This is my top two
That's them
favorite.
niches.
You know what's crazy? I like a lot of Tom Ford shit. What's another fire Tom Ford shit I could go for? Because I like that.
I
I
told you
like that
you
level,
gotta get that.
that Tuscan
You
level.
gotta get the Tuscan leather. You gotta get that.
I'm gonna tell you something though. You ain't like that other vanilla smell that smelled too much like vanilla. But I
You
wore
ain't
that
like it
for
neither.
no.
You like what?
I wore it for a whole day and I was fucking with it.
Mm,
I wore it for a whole
that's
day and
you
I
talking about what is the it's called vanilla fatal or
sound
some
like
shit like
yeah. I
that.
wore it for a whole day. That's just it's too vanilla but I got compliments on it like a lot.
Tom Ford Oud Wood.
Ooh, what? Yeah, what's better out the old wood and Tuscan level?
See, I'm not gonna lie. My man had on Oud Wood the other day, and it smelled fire on him. But it doesn't. I don't like Oud scents. Oud scents don't sit well with
What
with my
would
firm.
I like it?
I think you would. I think you would.
I saw some Tom Ford in a red bottle or something like that. How that smell?
That's the Lost Cherry.
How was
That's
that?
kind of like is it called Lost Cherry? It's called Cherry something. I think it is Lost Cherry. They they doing they got the cherry and then they got the peach one. Uh,
I
I
wouldn't
don't
go
I
peach. How's the
the
cherry one? I gotta sample it.
you know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I think you would like that because it kind of it reminds me a little bit of the slick talk level.
Okay, it's in that
Yeah,
same. Okay, and
yeah.
and, and my joint, the slick talk level that I got out got it's a leather scent. It got leather, pineapple, powder, and peppercorn in it, which it
Now,
gives
now,
off this.
now, the crazy part about it is the pineapple is not as pronounced because I got pineapple in mine, but yours is
I could smell the pineapple in yours. But see, this is what happened with mine. When I went, when I did the joint, the one that I was seeing what's up with it. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of pineapple. So as I wore it, I said I want less pineapple because the pineapple is so pronounced, like it's so fucking there. I said
right.
nah. If I put it comes through too much. If I put a little bit, it's gonna come through. I want it to hit at the end. So that's what I did. So I equaled out the leather, the powder, and the peppercorn, and then I put a little bit of the pineapple, and it still hits. Now let me ask you
That's
something with the cologne, right? What we gotta learn is when we making it, how do you know what is gonna hit first, middle, and last?
it's like when you battle, bro. You never know what's gonna hit. You gotta
Uh,
try it. You never know
uh,
till you try it because when I made mine's, so mine's is smoked ginger, pineapple, vetiver,
that's
and verbena, and verbena is a citrus note. So I tried to do some tomato leaf,
it wasn't working.
but it wasn't working. The tomato leaf wasn't working, so I think I took out the tomato leaf and put the vetiver in it. But basically, I told you when I did mine each note equal, and then she said, okay, let's try to take it up a notch. And then when we took it up, like we did like instead of like one 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 and one, we did one one two and two, and it didn't come out right. It didn't come out
So
right.
you had
So
to even it back up.
we had to even it back up, and then when we evened it back up, you got the mamba sauce.
The mama sauce is fire. The mama sauce is fire. It's a
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's it's
it's
it's
definitely
saucy. It's saucy.
it's definitely a warm scent. So when it get warm,
Right,
that
right,
shit gon'
right.
it's definitely because when I wore it, I said that.
Yeah, yes, it's I was so see, this is why you knocked your parks out. I mean, you knocked your scents out the park because you got them on the right season. I was so set on getting that scent that I wanted that I didn't really concentrate it towards a season because you can only wear certain scents in certain seasons.
Yeah.
Certain shit is for the warm weather, certain shit is for the cool weather. But I think mine probably is a little more suited for the warm weather. But I was just so anxious to get my shit done, man. My
It don't
next one though.
It
I'm
don't
gonna make sure
matter.
I give them
I
to his
buy
ass.
them. Listen, I buy colognes to buy colognes. So
Right,
whenever it's time for me to break it out, I'm gonna break it out. Now, since you saying that, we gonna go down these four I got up here, and you gonna tell me
right.
what's the weather? What is it for? Is it a fall, winter, summer, spring? What is this for?
That's for winter, cause you know what that is. That's when it get cold outside and Shorty hug up on you and she smell you and she don't want to let you go.
Okay, so
That's definitely for that
so
fall weather.
is that gonna be so you saying that's gonna break through the coats, the big coats you
That's
got on and
breaking.
all
Yeah,
that?
that's cutting through
Cause I
everything.
had to learn this. It's another sleeper I'm gonna show y'all that's in my top three that y'all don't know nothing about, and it's a Mercedes joint. And I put bones onto this. I'm going about it again,
Yeah.
but that right there,
You ran through that bottle?
I no, I ain't run through it yet, but I was using that every single day. So when I bought it, so it's like half. So I'm gonna buy it again, and it wasn't that much. It was like $100, $110 up here, cause I got the outlet around me,
Right.
right? All right, so what's the fucking fabulous
That's 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 for winter.
for winter?
That's for
It's
winter.
gonna come through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna come
strong.
through.
It's
Yeah,
strong. I can
yeah,
say it's gonna come through. So you
yeah.
can't
That's
do
for
this in the
winter.
summer.
Can't. I mean, you can. It's just not gonna. It's not gonna smell as good as it does
Okay.
when it's cold out. You know, you can now like 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 that Chanel blue. You wear that in the summer, bro. You gonna stink. The sun, yo, son, yo, the sun
Nigga
is gonna
say
hit
you
you,
gonna stink,
and
just flat out.
that shit is gonna be cooking on your skin, yo.
Okay.
That's like, yeah, you can't certain joints that be too potent and powerful, because
Yeah.
you know in the sun,
I feel like that about the Versace Arrows. But
nah, that shit you could wear.
that's like
That's
all
all
yeah.
year, yeah.
That
That shit
shit
is for
smells so
all
good,
season.
bro.
Yeah, you could wear that all year.
The funny thing is when you put that on, you would think mad people was gonna smell like you, but every time I wear it, I get a different compliment. Like they don't know what it is.
Yeah, nah, because this the thing about that though. That's a joint that really smells different on everybody.
On
Because I'm gonna tell you how it
everybody.
really is. I bought that. I bought it and gifted it to my brother, right?
Mm.
And when I went to go see him, the next time after because I got it for him for his birthday. Then I went to go see him like a few months later, and I asked him. I said, "Yo, what is that cologne you got on, bro? That shit smells dumb good." And he said, "Yo, it's the cologne you got me." So
Wow.
it didn't
You
smell
and
like
then and I yep.
it smelled totally different.
What's this one?
Man, I wish it was all year because that shit's special.
You don't think this
The,
whole year?
I wish it was. That's fall. That's fall winter. That's fall
I think you
winter.
could do this in
It,
the summer, man.
I wish I could. That's actually more fall than winter to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's more fall than
Yeah,
winter.
because that's strong too. That shit come through.
Yeah, that shit is coming through.
That
You
shit come
described that
through.
best when you said it. You said it smells like a vanilla cigar.
That's exactly what it smell like.
That's what it smelled like. So it's like that's that grown man shit right there, man. I love that shit, man.
Right. Last one. Last one.
Fall.
So all these shits is that
All they all yeah, it's all for the fall.
okay.
All for the fall.
This bar number 9, I can't man, listen, man. I can't wait to wear that. What else?
I ain't even put a dent in that bottle. I got that last year for Christmas. I need to start wearing that more.
Cause this shit ain't gonna run out. See, I be scared. Cause another thing is too, when I like something like with that one, I want to get another bottle of that. With this fucking fabulous, I want 2 bottles. With this tobacco vanille, I definitely want 2 bottles.
Right.
What else? With that spice bomb, the spice bomb extreme, I definitely need 2 bottles
That's
of
the
that.
only spice bomb you got? You don't have no other spice bombs?
I got the gray one. That one is fire too. The one that come with the gray
The
seal.
fresh.
The fresh
Now,
fire.
now, see that's what I'm saying.
Fire.
So all right, so put it like this. Put it like this, right? It's 4 spice bombs actually.
I,
5 actually.
all right, tell me
Cause
all of them. I don't like the black one.
I love the black one.
What is
That's a
called? What is
classic.
called?
That's the classic. That's the first one that came out.
What is it called?
Spice bomb. There's just
No,
spice
all right,
bomb.
so then it ain't that one. I gotta smell that one. I'm talking about the other one, the greenish one.
You talking about the green one is the night vision.
I don't like night vision at all.
Now check it out though.
I
Check it
don't like
out
night
though.
vision.
They just came out with a night vision EDP.
You know what? I'm gonna go to Macy's and see what it's about. I'm gonna go to
They
Macy's
just
and get
came
some
out with a night
samples.
vision EDP. Now, the Black Spice Bomb is the OG. That joint right there, that's cutting through everything. That's winter time all the way.
Okay. Okay.
The Spice Bomb Extreme, that's the
That's
one with
my
the orange
shit.
that you
That's
got.
my shit, bro. That's my
That's
favorite.
more suited. That's more suited for the fall.
Oh, word?
Yeah, that's more suited for the fall. Now you could do it in the winter. I'm gonna tell you. Now you know how this weather get in New York. You know we'll have when the seasons is changing. That
Mm-hmm.
shit might be 40 degrees one day, 60 degrees the
Right,
next.
right, right.
So I put that on one day when it was supposed to be cold, bro. And I went to work, bro. I got to work. I had to wipe that shit off my skin. It was cooking. It was cooking. It was stinking on me. Now, if you're gonna do Spice Bomb in a warm weather, you do
The fresh,
the
that
fresh
gray
one
one, that
with the silver.
yeah.
And you know what? That joint is extinct. They don't even sell it no more. So if you that's something you should have 2 bottles of. Cause
I should have.
if you run across a bottle of that, like
I caught that in Orlando in Macy's. They had a lot of them. I didn't know that. I would have bought more. I'd have bought one of that.
yeah, them
An,
joint is extinct. They put that out of order.
another one I bought in Macy's in Orlando was one of my favorites that I ain't talk about. We're gonna talk about that too. But was the Cold Amani Cold Fire?
Yeah.
I
Yo,
bought the.
I had a girl ask me, she told me the other day, I had on Armani Stronger with You, which is actually a scent that I bought in the airport. And she said, I thought Armani scents was played out. I said, check this out. I set the trends. It don't
Yeah, it
matter
ain't no.
what nobody else thinks. If I enjoy it, because you asking me what I got on because it smells good. First of all, Armani got Aqua de Gio, which is a classic scent. And those Armani Codes, those all just came out. They
Those are
still,
fire.
those are fire.
What you had
Those are
on? What you
fire.
had on? Which one you had on when she said that?
Armani Stronger with You.
What's that? I gotta check that one out.
That joint is like it's potent. I think that right there, you either gonna love it or you gonna hate it because it got your profile on it, like what you like,
Mm-hmm.
but it got a little punch to it, and I'm not sure if you would like that punch. So you either gonna love it or you gonna hate it.
How do you decide, right, what you gonna wear for the day?
I'm a moody ass Gemini,
Geo
man. It
Geo is a
depends.
classic. Mm-hmm.
Aqua de Gio's a classic. That's that's
Definitely.
that's a classic. And then they
Gucci
got a bunch
guilty.
of.
Hold on, Gucci guilty for women. For men, I don't like it. That shit. I had that when I was in the
Listen.
cologne.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? Check this out. I used to love Gucci Guilty, right? It was this dude at my job. That nigga would spray that shit on every half hour. I hate that shit now. And he got me fired.
Why would he was
He
Puerto
got me
Rican?
fired from the job.
He was
He got
Puerto
me
Rican.
fired.
He was Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he was Puerto Rican.
He
He
had
got
to
me
be the
fired.
spray. He had to be the spray that shit on every half hour.
Yeah,
He had to
that
be.
nigga straight,
He
I used
lost
to
his
love
fucking
that
mind.
shit. He sprayed that shit on every time. Cause people think when you can't smell the cologne that it's over. No, just
Right.
because you can't smell it,
It's
it don't mean everybody else can.
yeah. It's because you smell it the whole day. It's going in your
You
nose get
smelling it
numb
the
to
whole
the
day.
shit. That's why when you go to do shit, you gotta fuck with the coffee beans and all that because of that.
Exactly.
He's bugging. I
Exactly.
already know once
So
I spray, I'm good.
yo, bro, we was in the locker room one day. He was spraying it on. He said, "Yo, you want some of this?" I said, "Nah, nigga, I'm good, bro. Keep
Hold on.
that shit is trash."
I was gonna talk about this. That Sean John Unforgivable is a fucking classic, and they got it in the warehouse up here. I need to find that.
You
You ain't
know,
like
and
that?
you
That
know
was
what
one
we
of my
need to
first
do.
colognes.
That's what we need to do. We need to get, cause I ain't gonna front. I hear about it's 3 colognes. Jay got a cologne. I never smelled that.
That shit probably terrible. Go ahead.
Sean John got a cologne. I never smelled that.
You never smelled the Sean John
I
Unforgivable?
never smelled it.
Oh
And
my
look,
god, nigga, that's a
listen, yo,
classic.
50 got a cologne.
I would not smell. That shit smell like 9 shots. I'm not
We need.
buying that. I don't want to smell that.
I want to smell. That's going. We gonna grab. I'm gonna grab all 3 of them one day.
Oh,
And
somebody said Jay-Z Gold ain't bad.
We got.
Okay.
I gotta. I mean, it better not be. It's Jay.
They saying that Sean John smells like Creed Aventus. That's probably why. And that was before. I'm not gonna say it was before, but that was the first joint I had, and it was fire. Versace
Yeah,
Blue.
I never smelled. Versace Blue. That's the joint that I told you that I got the Versace joint so I could get the book bag.
Somebody said, yeah. Oh, you got where the book? Let me see the book bag. Nigga don't even know where that
I'm
shit
not,
is at.
yeah, that shit is in
Because my
here somewhere,
duffel is
man.
fire. My duffel
That
is
shit is in here
fire.
somewhere.
My duffel is fire. Or King by Dolce and Gabbana. See, I want to try to smell some Dolce and Gabbana joints and see if I like any of those.
That Dolce and Gabbana Pour Home is a classic.
Pour
That's a
home.
classic.
I gotta smell
Dolce and
that.
Gabbana Pour Home is a classic. Yeah.
I
What
gotta
y'all
get me.
think about?
I gotta get me a YSL joint. Yeah, somebody just said YSL. I gotta get me a YSL one, the one you keep telling me to get, but I just don't want to
I told,
get.
it's a class.
But
Yo, they got yo.
I'm past those right now, bro. I'm getting shit niggas ain't getting. Like I don't want something everybody got. That's the thing.
Yo,
So
that YSL EDP
you keep
is
telling me that.
special.
You keep telling me that.
Special. Bro, that joint is special.
I gotta go for that. I gotta go for that.
That joint is special. And I think you would like the Lahome and the Lahome the week. Nah, you gotta go. You gotta go. Yo, you gotta grab them, yo.
You said that
For
though.
the four, I
You
told you.
told me that.
The week, that's the joint I had it on one night, right? I'm on the corner of 145th and St. Nick. I'm trying to seal the deal because it's Shorty and her friend. So I'm trying to get her to leave her friend. Her friend is
Right.
complaining, yo, it's cold. I said, yo, here, take my jacket. You know what I'm saying? I gave the jacket to her friend. Her friend is wrapped up in the jacket. She said, damn, this shit smell good. She was like, yo, this is her friend. I'm not even with her.
Yes.
Yo, her friend came and licked my face, bro.
Her friend.
Her friend said, yo, this nigga smells so good. This is what I want to do to him and lick my face right in front of her friend.
And you. So what happened? You left with the friend?
I was trying to have a threesome, but like I know them threesomes, they get complicated.
I'm good. Threesome's complicated. I don't want no
It's too
threesomes. I'm
it
good,
get
B.
too complicated.
I'm too
So
old for a threesome. They could keep that shit, B. I don't want that shit. That shit complicated as a motherfucker.
It's too much. It's too
I
much.
need
So
I need directions. Like I need when you come to do a threesome, you gotta bring the paper and just show like what to do. It has to be like one, do this, two. It has to be like real direct directions.
Right. Yeah. So when Shorty act crazy, you could show her, look, you read the terms and agreements, and it was right here that you wasn't supposed to act fucking crazy because we did this, but
Right.
they never go the way. So I mean, I thought about it and I didn't do it. I actually wound up smashing a little later.
Her friend or
And
her?
she was her, not her friend. Yeah, not her friend.
My thing is this: why do you smell good and your bitches stink? Because your bitches be stink.
Ooh,
Yours, nigga, I done smelled a couple of they stink.
you sound crazy, man. You can't. You're not even allowed to be around me if you stink. That's why I had to put you on to the smell goods, because you was a little stinking ass nigga, and
Never
now
in
you
my
smell
life.
good,
Never.
and now we could chill.
Yo, one thing about me, man, before I was in the cologne, I was into everything that smelled good. I was in the oils. I was in the
Nigga, you was wearing Axe body spray, nigga.
I was one Axe I would wear. That was the chocolate joint. That Axe chocolate is fire. That shit smell like a top notch cologne. You're bugging. Yo, listen. That fucking Axe chocolate. That Axe chocolate, I'm telling you. Smell.
Bro.
Did you hold on? Did you smell it? Did you smell it?
I would never drop that shit.
All right, cool.
For teenage boys.
Yo, listen. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy it, and I just want you to smell it. I
Bro,
guarantee. Listen.
I would spray my sneakers with that shit, bro.
That's cool.
That shit. So when I sweat out my sneakers out.
Yo, bro, you could do all that. I got shit right here. My cologne collection is up there. All right, cool. So I'm just telling you, you got to open up more. You can't sit there and just sit there because it's Axe. I get it, because I don't fuck with no Axe. That one Axe, I'm telling you.
You gotta.
Yo, my nigga, that one Axe smell like this tobacco vanille. I swear to you.
Bugging, I swear to you. Ain't no way in hell.
Yo, bro. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Cocoa butter, Palmer's lotion, right? You got to put that on first. This is what I used to do. Spray the chocolate Axe on you. It's going to smell like this tobacco vanille. Watch. Telling you.
I'm not jacking that Axe, bro.
Yo, bro. All right, so we're gonna go buy it, and I guarantee when you smell it, you're gonna be like, because I know what you do. You're gonna front up, you're gonna smell, you're gonna be like, Nah, I ain't gonna lie,
Look,
son. This shit kind of that shit
listen.
fire though. That's it though.
The
It's
thing.
only that one.
So let me ask you that. How
So,
how how long that shit lasts though? When you spray that shit on?
I don't know, nigga. That was so long ago. I don't know, nigga. That shit's fire though. It lasts though. I got compliments on that. Like compliments, like what you got on? Like what are you wearing? That is, I'm talking like real compliments, like all the time though.
Look, you know how I look. You know how on Instagram how the chicks be like, "Yo, ask me a question." You know they be looking for attention and shit. You know that like on their stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever a girl asks that on the story, I ask her, "What's your favorite men's cologne?" Because
That's dope.
when it comes down to it, everything we do is catered to them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I always want to know a female's opinion on a cologne. So it was this girl, 500,000 followers. She bad little joint, nice ass.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, "I like Axe body spray." I dead ass
Nah,
unfollowed her.
yeah, that now I ain't gonna
I
lie. But
dead ass
now,
unfollowed her.
now, if a chick said that, that's gonna piss me off
I dead ass unfollowed
because I'm gonna explain something. You can't just say I like Axe body spray. I'm telling you, is this one that you'll let it pass for. You might spray it on when you get out the shower. I'm telling you, but if a chick told me she likes Axe body spray, yes, I'm gonna get upset.
her. I dead ass unfollowed her immediately.
Look, chocolate Axe is fire. Nothing else. If
Yo,
I'm
I,
telling you,
I'm I'm seeing that in here,
yo,
and
bro,
it's bugging me the fuck out.
yo, Bones, you're not listening.
It's bugging me
You
the
don't,
fuck out.
yo, bro, that chocolate Axe. I'm telling you something. You don't want to. I don't wear it.
Let
I
me
don't wear it. But
let me ask you
now,
this: Is
what's up?
the chocolate axe is better than that slick talk chocolate?
Hell no.
Oh, all right.
First of all, that chocolate leather, that shit is better than a lot of these high price shits. You smelt it.
That's
You put
offended.
that shit on
That's
there.
offended.
You couldn't stop doing this. That should make you want to eat your arm,
Yeah.
nigga.
Well, no, that shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Listen. Let me tell you something. When I come out with this chocolate leather, I might fuck that. I'm doing a meet and greet for this chocolate leather. I'm selling it meet and greet, quiet location. You gotta email to get the location. That's how I'm doing that for this chocolate leather. What you should do
You
is
gotta be matched up. You gotta be
you gotta be
matched.
masked up, and there's only certain people coming at a time. What you should do is
Right.
you should drop one around the same time, and we do one together. But you know what? We've been on here too motherfucking long. It is over. Listen, next week, check us out. Smell Goods. We getting into mad different colognes. This shit gonna be
What you
crazy.
what we gonna talk about next week? You listen, when we get off of here, you call me and let me know what you want to
Nah,
talk
we
about
can say it on here. We gonna talk about. Let's get into the spice bombs. We can talk about the spice bombs.
Let's talk about the spice
I want to
bombs.
talk about that, and I want to talk about the secret elixir that Mercedes that nobody know about.
Yo, that was a gem. I was surprised at how good that smelled when you let me smell that. I
My
was
nigga,
surprised.
that shit right there is special. I'm gonna go buy me another bottle tomorrow for that. But check it. We out of here, y'all. Fuck with y'all. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. We gone.
Mm.
Now you good. You can stay on, bro. I cut it off.